Hey YouTube, hey internet, what's up? So this isn't really an announcement. This is a conversation with myself, and I guess you're here as well. So I mean, it's late night, so we got the blue light going, calming, cooling, all that jazz. So yeah, but these are my thoughts lately. The things I'm thinking about. What am I doing? What's going on? So I just turned 40 a couple weeks ago, and that's a big deal, right? If you got Duchenne muscular dystrophy like I do, right? So that means I'm doing something somewhat right uh, when it comes to health and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still overweight, and that's probably going to take years off my life. But maybe being bigger, stronger, that helped me get here. I don't know, but maybe it's not coming to bite me in the ass because, well, here are the issues I'm having. It's my heart, you know. Duchenne muscular dystrophy. What's it do? It's in the name. It's muscular and shit. It weakens your muscle. It's like, wow, that's no good. Why is my internet bad all of a sudden? I'm hardwired. This is tech savvy. Tech savvy. Get your stuff together, okay? Okay, I'm digressing here. So I'm 40 with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. My brother, who also beat the odds for many years, he passed away when he was 29. I've seen so many people recently in their young 20s pass away. I've seen someone recently, 17, pass away. Not seeing him personally with my own eyeballs, but you know, the world's online now, so you see them on Facebook, their family talking about it. I've even seen within the last 6 months a boy, 13, pass away due to complications of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Now, I'm trying to be positive on this channel, and this is a bit negative right now, but you know, here's what I'm dealing with. My heart's getting weaker. I'm dealing with some swelling. So my legs are swelling. I sit in my wheelchair, my legs, especially from the knee down, they balloon up as big as my thigh, and I'm already a big guy. So my thighs balloon up, and the skin becomes rock hard, and it's hot. It's almost hot to the touch. But if you do touch my leg, oh, it's like a shiv. It's like a shiv into my leg. So the truth of the fact is, since about Thanksgiving, and that's Canadian Thanksgiving, we're talking early, mid October. Uh, I've been in bed. I have not gotten out. Like I got into my chair maybe twice in the first couple of weeks for a couple hours, maybe an hour, and that's it. That doesn't mean that I never like my skin never leaves the bed. That'd be gross. Actually, 3 days a week. I wash up. I get up. Get up in the air, change my bed sheets. I don't just change my bed sheet. I change my mattress. And yeah, yeah, it's okay. So I'm in bed now all the time. There's a couple things I've noticed. While my pain hasn't necessarily gotten better, well, better in a different way. It's not as up and down. It's not swinging as much as it used to. There isn't 5, 6 hours at a time where the pain is so bad it's all I can do to keep from going literally insane, losing my mind, breaking from reality. And at times I almost wish I could because want to break from reality would be nice under those circumstances. Right? But yeah, so I'm not in quite as much pain as I was. And the thing is, when you're in pain, constant chronic pain, you can't concentrate worth a shit. No, not a chance. And I was also spending, 3 hours a day in the morning getting myself up, you know, getting washed up, dressed up, getting into my chair, trying to get comfortable, trying being the key word. And that could take, minimum of 2 hours, easily 3 hours, and sometimes more. And then I was in my chair, and yeah, it was painful. And then at the end of the day, I am just dying and dying to get out of my wheelchair, right? It's like, it's causing me pain. It's tight, because I'm a big fat guy and the wheelchair's not that big. But it's hard. It's hard to eat. Gel, yeah, okay, gel sounds good, but it's hard for me. Um, it's not what I'm most comfortable in. My feet have been hanging down all day and are swelling up and stuff like that. It doesn't feel good. So, that takes me a couple hours to get into bed. It used to take me like 30 minutes to get into bed. You can just toss me in, get me naked, cover me up. But I'd be so sore, so tight that it would take me hours. Another hour and a half, 2 hours to get into bed, to literally take off a little bit of clothing, get into bed, take off a bit more clothing, and try and get comfortable. Whew. Painful. Sucked. So I'm not doing those two things anymore. I'm not spending 3 hours in the morning getting up. I'm not spending an hour and a half at night getting into bed. So that means I got 4.5 hours now during the day that I didn't have before. No, I mean, I still get up a few times a day, a few times a week. Sorry. But that's generally an hour. It's not 3 hours. And it's 3 times a week, not 10 to 14 times a week. I have a bit of an abundance of hours on my hand. And if you know me, I've always been a bit entrepreneurial. I got some ideas of things I want to do. And I've had some successes. And I've had some failures. Whether it's because of circumstance, like when I was going to buy a business with a friend and then circumstances happened. And we ended up buying it. It was very disappointing because it really looked like a good opportunity for me in particular. My friend too, don't get me wrong, but he's got more options than me. And I have less. And this was going to be something I was passionate about and I could have been good at. And that makes some money. And I like money. I'm a capitalist for sure. I'm not a crony capitalist. Let's not divulge into politics too much, but yeah, I'm definitely not a communist. I like making money. I like free enterprise. I like free exchange, open exchange, uncoerced, and you know, stuff like that. And yeah, and then there's some other times it didn't work out because of other circumstance, like the fucking pandemic. Oh, excuse my French. Yeah, the pandemic. Like, so some of you guys know about Handy in the Kitchen. I produced a couple of YouTube cooking shows a couple of years ago, and it was good. It was fun. It was great. It was, people were watching, people were liking. Um, it was too much work for just Josh. So just Josh tried to do it. Tried to do a few more episodes. We shot some got partially edited. And then Josh said, okay, that's enough of Josh with the third person. I said, it's too much. I can't do it by myself. So I went away from it. Just straight up went away from it for about a year. A little tired, a little discouraged, but also thinking, can I do this? Is there a way I can do this? And there was. So I found some people. I put together a team of people who thought this is a good idea. That a YouTube cooking show where the main guy is a disability and he can't even touch the food, but he's making some rockin' food. So, it kind of just goes to show that shit, if I can do something, if I can direct some person, any person, on how to make something really good. Like just last night, I had somebody make some Thai green curry for me. They had never made it before. But, we're using the fish paste and, the grounded up, like green stuff. All the stuff that goes in the mortar and pestle and the garlic and everything. Anyways, like this guy had no idea what he was doing. I walked him through it. I'll tell you what, that's some pretty damn good green curry. So yeah, that's what the channel was about. And we had a team of a couple videographers. One videographer, one person who was really good with sound editing, two people who were good with video editing. That was going to be the main job. One person who's going to be my hands in the kitchen, and just another guy who's gonna kind of be a little bit of everything. He was gonna be our social media guy. He was gonna be our gopher guy and stuff like that. We had this awesome team that nobody was gonna take money right away. We were all just gonna do it, work towards a goal, doing something cool that we believed in. We thought could, make some YouTube dollars down the road. And then we divided up properly, right? But literally, we came together to shoot one episode. There's like 20 rolls of that in the kitchen, eh? Just so you know. Cool. And yeah, so we came together. We shot an episode. I don't even know where the footage is anymore because the very next week, lockdowns, pandemic, COVID-19. Will 30 million Canadians die? Dun, dun, dun. And so far, like 8 Canadians have died. Okay, that's not true, but it's 8 Canadians that are healthy. And not to say that the unhealthy should die. Hello, I'm unhealthy. But, yeah. Anyways, so here's what I can do. here's what I'm doing. I'm in bed now. I got some time. I want to get back into the YouTube video making, but also, well, it's also nice to have subscribers. Scratch that. Sponsors. Well, no one's going to sponsor you at the beginning unless you have your own company. And that's exactly what I've done. I've created Owl Creek Coffee. It's awesome coffee. Fair trade, organic, ethically sourced. Bunch of different countries. We're talking Ethiopia, Kenya, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Papua New Guinea, all over the world, Tasmania. Sourcing coffee from more than 20 different countries. It's amazing. Amazing. So, Owl Creek Coffee is 100% owned and operated by me, person with a disability, so we're disability owned. And we're giving 10% of our profits to young people living with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Our first goal is to buy a gaming computer for a young lad. That's what we're going to do. So, you can donate right on the website. Actually, before I even had my first coffee sale, one of the founders of KarmaWise, KarmaWise.org, that's Karma, Karma, Wise, Lize.org. One of the founders there, Peter, he was connected with me by a mutual friend, and he made a very generous donation of more than $200 already. Wow, Peter, thank you. And I'm already featured or hosted or mentioned or something on KarmaWise. They, I should say what they are. KarmaWise is I don't know if they're a nonprofit or a business themselves. I think they're a business themselves, which is so cool because when you can do good with the business, it's doubly good. Like I said, I'm a capitalist. I like making money, but I think there's room for compassion in capitalism. I think there is. So yeah, they focus on businesses that are sustainable or socially responsible, or they give back some way, or especially if they're like veteran owned, disabled owned, indigenous owned, LGBTQ2 owned, everything like that. These guys are, the guy, Peter, is so cool. I talked with him for like all of 10 minutes, and I'm like, shit, man. I want to talk to this guy for like, I want it to be like a 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast. That's how long I want to talk to this guy. So I'll probably have him on my channel sometime. That's what I want to do, guys. I want to be the disabled Joe Rogan. Nah, I just want to be the disabled Josh. Wait, I'm all ready. I just want to be Josh, and I want to interview people and talk with them, people who I think are interesting. So I'm going to be really interviewing quite a few people with disability, muscular dystrophy. But honestly, if you're watching this video and you just think you'd like to have a conversation with me, even if you don't think you have anything to offer, hit me up. Let's do it, man. I love having conversation. Conversation is just about my favorite thing. It's my second favorite thing. The other favorite thing is something you do with somebody as well, but you don't talk about that in public. Oh my gosh, Josh. Children watch this. No, they don't. Teenagers do. Teenagers. I want you to know that people with disabilities, muscular dystrophy, we we do it if we can get it. Oh my gosh, that's inappropriate, Josh. But yeah, just because our muscles aren't functioning properly doesn't mean we don't have, other functionality, or even if some people with disabilities don't, there's other things they can do to be creative. Anyways, disabled people want to get it on. That's all I'm saying. So I just want to have conversations. Um, Tell me what you want to see, comment. I don't know. People, not a lot of people comment, but you know, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notification, share video, like video, comment on video. Let's conversate. Let's conversate. Let's do that. And check out owlcreekcoffee.com. You'll be helping me out a lot and some disabled people, young boys that need gaming computers. Hey, that's a need. That's it. In 2022, that's a need. Of course it is. All right. So thanks for watching. God bless. Take care.